Hey everyone, so I've tried to shoot this video multiple times now, and it's just launched into a rant about the DC Extended Universe. So I'm going to try to make this review very concise and very to the point. So let's go ahead and get started with my review of Suicide Squad. So this movie sucked. It really did. After Batman vs. Superman, I had a little bit of hope left that they could do it, but it's gone now. I still really want Wonder Woman to be good, but we'll see. Time will tell on that. But I don't understand. It shouldn't be this hard to make good films. It really does seem to me like they're treating these like, oh, they're just superhero movies. Good writing, good plot, doesn't matter as long as they're superheroes and supervillains fighting, whatever. And it's okay. So let's get into some of the things I did like about it. I think the cast is fine. I didn't really have a problem with them. Will Smith is great as Deadshot. He has some funny lines in it. I think Viola Davis was really good as Amanda Waller. She was really on point with that character. Margot Robbie, I think she did a decent job as Harley Quinn. I've liked Harley Quinn as a character, but I've never been one of those people that are like, she's the best character ever, Harley Quinn! I've never been one of those people, so, she was just okay for me. I like Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang. I thought he was fun in the film. Didn't see enough of the Joker to really form an opinion on Jared Leto's performance. So I really don't know what to make of his performance. I guess he did okay for what I saw him in, but yeah. But basically that's all the positives. So first of all, I want to talk about the editing. It's obvious that there are a lot of pieces of this movie that were cut out. And it definitely has a flow issue where, some scenes are followed by scenes that just feel kind of odd and out of place. And the pacing's a bit off as well. It's a very slow, heavy exposition at the beginning of the film, and then it goes into generic action scene after generic action scene. And it doesn't really give the movie and characters time to breathe. There is one scene in the movie where they're in a bar just talking, and we learn more about them, and they start to connect as a team, and that's the best part of the movie. But there's not enough of that. Also, the action in this movie is very forgettable, very generic. There's really no standout action scene, which is a shame. The writing is not very good. As I said before, Deadshot has some funny lines in this, but also a lot of the jokes in this movie fall flat, at least in my opinion. And the theater I was in had quite a few people in it, and there weren't a lot of people laughing during this film. Again, Jared Leto wasn't enough of the Joker. From what I've seen of kind of some behind the scenes photos and things like that, there are quite a few scenes of the Joker's story that were cut. So of course we're gonna get an extended cut on Blu-ray, and I'm predicting it now. It's gonna be called the Joker cut because they're gonna use that to sell the Blu-rays. Like, you want to see more of the Joker? You got to buy the Blu-ray. It's gonna happen. I'm predicting that now. But probably one of the biggest problems with this movie is the plot. It's so mundane and generic. If you've seen any other movie in the past few years, any superhero movie, you know the plot. And I'm going to tell you right now what the plot is. The villain in this wants to destroy mankind, and the Suicide Squad has to stop them. That's it. That's the plot. There's nothing interesting about it. The villain sucks as well. I'm not going to spoil who the villain was because they were fairly smart with marketing and not really showing who the villain was. But yeah, it's just a bad villain, bad plot, bad editing, bad writing. So a lot of factors in this that just are just ridiculous. Batman does have a cameo in this. I think that's pretty well known by this point, so I'm not really spoiling anything. He's in it for like under a minute. There's another cameo in it that's kind of like, and I think I remember reading an interview last week or the week before where they were talking about that cameo, and Zack Snyder apparently shot this cameo, and it wasn't, and this is a cameo, I'll say this, from another hero from the DC universe. And, you know, it wasn't they didn't do this to make the world seem more interconnected. They just said, well, he's available. Why not? Which is just like this. It just goes to show that they don't know what they're doing. Warner Brothers and DC have no idea what they're doing with their films here. But yeah, and it was kind of a pointless cameo as well. There is an after-credit scene, or technically a mid-credit scene, I guess, which basically doesn't understand what after-credit scenes are supposed to do. It just basically tells us things that we already know. If you watch any of the Justice League trailer from Comic-Con, and gives kind of a nice little character thing for Amanda Waller, but that's really it. It just wasn't well done. I'm not going to give a rating on this. I'm just saying that I do not recommend going to see this film. To me, I thought it was a waste of time and a waste of all the talent in the film. Just a waste of everything. Really disappointed by this film. Suicide Squad, not a good film. Alright guys, as always, like the video, share, and subscribe. Definitely let me know what you guys saw in the movie down in the comments below. Till next time.